Hey everyone. All right. Trying to get this off. So I am kicking us off by announcing a couple fun things. First of all, let's talk about April real quick. Awesome. So many fun things are happening. Rank ups right and left, people helping one another. I know for me, we have a new Sapphire on our team. Like that's incredible. And Liz, she was so open about her journey in Rising Jewels and just like the updates and leading us there. So exciting and encouraging. So I encourage you to go watch that just to be inspired that we can all do it. And then I know, I don't know, Emily, am I supposed to be announcing everyone's rank ups, or we just had an awesome, I know it was just killer. And if it wasn't what you were wanting it, that's the beauty of this, is that you can always refocus, set your goals, get into activity, and just know that it's totally the ball's in your court with what you are doing. And then we got to watch Emily go all the way across the world and have like this incredible trip. So that was fun. And then I'm also announcing we have a fun add 3, add 6, add 9 incentive. So if you're adding 3 ambassadors, you have a choice between a bracelet stack or a $10 Starbucks card. If you add 6, you get a choice between a t-shirt and a Kristen Boss book. Or when you add 9, you get the waterproof Birkenstocks, which I have my eye on those, and a Weekend Vibe tote or bag. So go check that out. The post is in Rising Jewels. Tag your teammates, let them know what's happening, and it's going to be really exciting.
Okay, can y'all hear me? I think so. Okay. I just pulled into my driveway. It was like perfect timing. I'm super excited about that. Add 3, 6, 9. And if you add 9, you get all 3 of those prizes, right? So we don't just get to choose the 9. You get all 3 of them. And so I want to just remind everyone about the corporate incentives that we have going on, that are going on this month and this quarter. So new this month, something that you want to definitely be marketing, because this is huge. Like, I feel like Plexus doesn't do this often, but they're doing free products, a free product with welcome pack purchase. So you get the free active Starfruit guava when you join. So that's something that we can market to our people. Maybe they want to try Triplex Plus and they get a free bag of active. So that's huge. And that's all month long. You also get double business building bonuses. So if you're new, anytime you sign, Haley, I don't think you need a code for that. I think that's automatic. But if someone else knows that for sure, then go ahead and type that in the chat. Okay. You get double business building bonuses when you add 2 or more. So normally when you add an ambassador, you will either get $20 or $25 as a business building bonus, depending on if they buy a 109 pack or a 209 pack. So after you sign your second one, all of those business building bonuses are going to be doubled. So you will be getting $40 for every new ad that you have. And that's just business building bonuses. That does not count pay points. And I did read in the help center that those doubled business building bonuses are going to be paid out next month, like at the end of commissions. So, but that is huge. We also still have the Rise Up Rank Up that's going on this quarter, which means if you rank up to a new rank, you get double that bonus, whatever that bonus is for that rank. Or if you re-rank that bonus, meaning you've lost rank and then you can re-rank that, then you will also get that bonus again. So like you got the very first time. So got a lot of things going on with corporate, but definitely really fun and exciting things. And I believe that consistency is still going on too, right? I forgot to look that one up, but I think that maintaining your rank and that consistency bonus is still in play as well. Sorry about that, Em. I didn't look that one up. Okay, Liz says consistency bonus is still good also. So that's all I wanted to talk about. Just those corporate incentives. If you have questions about that, you can go to the Help Center and just type in May incentives and it'll pop up for you.
And I personally am one that like I have to read. I can't just hear. I have to read it, and then it soaks in much better. And so if you want, just go and print that article too and like highlight it if you're somebody that is like me where you're visual. Help Center is amazing. Okay, sorry, go ahead, Lace.
Lace or me? I think me. Right, Lace? Yeah. Okay. Also just like do your work. Like you're just getting paid like more for doing the things that we're supposed to do anyway. And it's just awesome. So if you rank up, you get paid more. If you add people, you get paid more. Like just the money just keeps coming. It's just like, it's everywhere. Okay. That's me. Preach that. Just do your work. Okay. Oh my goodness. Jill said that. Jill Renfro said that. Okay. That's weird. Anyway, moving on. Okay. I'm supposed to go over the calendar. Why they gave me the detail job, I don't know. First of all, big thing. I don't know if Emily has announced this yet. Can I announce what you're doing Wednesday, Em, or no? No. Wait on that. Okay.
Sorry, Child was talking to me. I'm going to announce it after Lace.
Okay. So Wednesday, there's going to be a call. Emily will tell you about that later. This Thursday, we have the gold and above call. So if you ended April with 100 points or more, you can be on the gold and above call. That'll be at 8 o'clock. Kara is going to lead that on customer care. It's going to be awesome. Next Thursday, the 12th, we have our opportunity Zoom. That's a great thing to invite like potential people, current VIPs. It's going to be focused on the opportunity. Kelly Winter is going to lead that with probably someone else. We're working on that. And then on the 26th, we're going to have our stories event to be determined who's going to share those are more like, well, we'll hopefully get a business testimony in there and some health stories. And that's just great for all potentials. That's our calendar. Oh, and accountability group and book study every Monday night. We're going to start with accountability group. Emily will go over more of those details at 8. Zoom, all Zoom. Yeah. They're all going to be on Zoom this month. At 8, we're going to do accountability group. At 8:30 Central Time, we will do our book studies. We're going to switch up for book studies like with your ranks. So it'll be really like relevant to what you need to know, and the discussions will be great. So I'm excited. That's all.
Okay, so since Liz kind of took your thunder, Lacey, do you have anything else to say to AG?
What did I say?
Well, I think she was supposed to talk about all that, but that's wonderful. You just got flustered by Jill talking to you. I think that's what it was.
I like attention, guys. Sorry. Did you notice in Rising Jewels this month? That's how I hype myself up.
Hey, Kylie, unmute yourself if you can and tell us really quick what you've been asked to do so all of our team can know about it.
So when I was at Silver Stars, Grace, who's my coach, asked me if I wouldn't mind doing a Why Plexus Why Now call. And so we are doing that May 31st at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And Lauren and Melissa are hopping on and sharing their stories with me. So if you guys wouldn't mind, inviting literally everybody and hopping on and saying how amazing our team is, that would be awesome.
That's a huge honor, you guys.
By our team, I mean like our team, everybody.
I love that. That is a huge honor. And I'm so dang proud of you guys, for one, being willing and saying yes, but two, for corporate just seeing how incredible you guys are and utilizing you to like help the field grow. I'm so proud of you, Kylie. Yay, that's so exciting. Okay, yeah, so I was just going to say 2 things really quick. As far as accountability group and book study, if you are going to participate in that, which, side note, if you are serious about growing your business, you need to be there. Like, this is a huge resource that not only helps you with a very focused like checklist of what you should be doing with your business 5 days a week. It really keeps you on the straight and narrow, but it also really is an amazing team building, community building, friendship building place that I don't really see happening in many other teams. And I think that that's why our team is so strong. And so I don't know if you guys saw when Hannah was talking about the wins from April, I put in the chat, like, if you see people who've had wins, whether that is they've added, you know, like Tracy, they've added 400,000 people this month, reach out to Tracy and figure out, like, Tracy, what is it that you're doing? Or if you see that people are ranking up, going, you know, like Haley Brander, who's my brand new girl, she just added 6 this month, her very first month. If you're seeing things like that, if you're seeing people experience growth in their business, this is a family. Reach out to them and ask them, what are you doing? What are you seeing? That's the beauty of this team. That's the beauty of Plexus. This group of women, we are a family and we want to see each other grow. So be bold in that, be brave in that, because we want to help each other. So that accountability group and book study, like Liz was talking about, this is something that we do 3 months on, a few weeks off, 3 months on, a few weeks off. So now we are entering into our summer accountability group. We're going to talk a little bit more about it tonight. As soon as this call is over, we're going to stay on this link, and then we'll also talk about our book study that's by rank. So if you are interested in doing that, you're not totally committed yet, but you're interested to hear what it's about, stay on the call, and I can hopefully help answer some of your questions. And then you can decide if that's where you want to start investing your business. So the last thing I'm going to share is I'm really, really excited about this. This is something I've been working on for the past 2 days. Wednesday of this week. So what is that? Wednesday the 4th. I have connected. There are 5 of us that went to Portugal. That, I mean, I respect everybody that went to Portugal, but I have reached out to 4 other people, including myself, to see if they would be willing to do a training call with me for our teams. And I've made sure that they're all of different talents. They all have different strengths. They all have different timelines. So I feel like that can help every single one of us. And my goal in this call on Wednesday night is for every single one of you to walk away feeling, 1, empowered, 2, feeling, what is the word I'm looking for? Like motivated, encouraged that you can go and you can do this. Also walking away with some new ideas and having just a little bit more of a skill set in certain areas, like in duplication and social media, in balance and organization in your day and in your business, creating a positive culture within your team, all of the things, grit, all of the things. So that's my hope and my goal. And so the 5 women that are going to be sharing are some of the top teams within the company. Megan Ashman, she was #1 in the contest. She, if you don't follow her on social media, she's got like 80,000 followers. She's a really, really strong force within Plexus. So Megan Ashman, Robin Sullivan, the 3 of us were in the top 10 that went on the trip. So that's going to be beautiful hearing from them. And then I've also asked Megan Goff and then Kim McCloskey. And I know a lot of you guys were really inspired by Kim McCloskey's video that she did. Jill put it together for February Focus, and she was talking all about duplication. So I know that if you guys show up ready to listen, eager to learn, with a pen and paper, I really feel like this is going to be a place where you guys are going to walk away with a whole lot to offer back to your team, to offer back to your business. And so that's going to be on Wednesday the 4th. I'm going to put out a post tonight as soon as we're done with this with the link. It's going to be a Zoom link. I've actually had to connect with Jen Leith so she can share her Zoom with me, because we expect to have well over 100 people on this call. So this is for ambassadors who are building their business or who are curious about building their business. I don't want this to be just for potentials. You know, this is like a resource to help those of us that are in it. And that will be at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central. Okay, all right. So everybody, let me tell you, when I was going Emerald, I specifically remember driving down the street. I had taken my children to school, and it was a really, really big push for going Emerald. And it was very emotional. And I remember I listened to a training call from Jill Renfro, and I was just bawling the entire time as I'm driving down this road, because I was like, she gets it. Like, She is like pushing me. She is inspiring me. I can do this because I know that she can do this. She believes in all these people, and she just empowered me so much. And I will tell you, I remember the very first time I saw Jill Renfro. She was dressed as a donut. She probably has no idea what I'm talking about, but I walked past her at Leaders Retreat. She was dressed as a donut with her husband, and I went to major fangirl. Like, I started sweating, but I tried to like act cool. And anyway, she didn't know who I was, but I was like, there's Jill Renfro. All right, so you guys get excited, have your pen and paper out. She's going to bless us just by her story, just by hearing her heart. So I cannot wait for you guys to hear. Jill, thank you for being here. Go ahead.
Hey, you're so funny. I did dress as a donut, and I made my husband a like chef's, like a baker, not a chef, a baker. I remember, oh my God, you should have stopped. Like, we should have had a picture of me in a donut outfit, and that would have been even better. Like, I remember, I'm just super excited to be here with y'all. Like, talk about holy team. Seriously. If y'all ain't figured it out, y'all on the top of the top of the top of the top. If you have not figured out that all your people been going to Portugal and been doing that, you're in the right spot. Like, you are in the right spot. And goodness, just listening to everything that your leaders have set up for you in the month of April. I'm going to say this with like the biggest heart and biggest love. If you're not seeing success, girl, there's a problem. You've got a lot of great things going on here. There are book clubs and events and how-tos and leadership guides, and it's like the 101 for Dummy book. Like, your team has set it up just like that for you. So if you are not seeing success, I'm going to say this with big heart, you're the person standing in the way of that. You are the person standing in the way of that. It's not the resources. It's not the product. It's not the team. It's not the company. That is that mindset, 80% mindset. Okay, 20% skill set. And oftentimes we allow that 80% mindset to hold us back. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you are not seeing movement, growth, there's a massive comparison battle going on in your mind, or whatever that is for you, there's another layer of the onion we got to peel back. Okay. It's not because of this team. It's not because of the resources. And that's where we've got to do something that's super awful. Let me tell you what that is. You point the finger around and you have personal reflection. Gosh, it hurts, and gosh, it sucks. I'll tell you my story in just a second, but one of the biggest challenges I ever had to do by trade, I was a third grade reading and writing teacher. I taught third grade. Love to teach, love kids. I hated that I had to be handcuffed in the state of Texas of what I could teach, how I could teach, what I could say, and all the things. And so I love to teach. I love kids. And I knew that I was meant to teach, but no longer in the classroom. That's part of my story. But one of the hardest things I ever had to do in my career as a teacher, my principal challenged us one time to set up a video camera, like a full out camera in our classroom, and start that sucker the second that baby started walking through the door. And we did not turn it off until the second that babies left the door. Like, I'm talking, I had literally 8 hours of video footage of every transition in my classroom, every word I said, every body language, every movement, every tone of voice, everything. You want to talk about the most uncomfortable thing I've ever had to do in my entire life? Go back and look at myself in that process. But I'll tell you what, when I was challenged to do that, that's what made me a great teacher. That's what made me a mentor teacher. That's what made my babies rise and move grade levels within the district. That's why I was asked to train other teachers, because I took a moment. I called my own BS out. I pointed my finger around and said, I've got to make some changes. I've got some gaps here. I need to tweak this. Oh, whoa. I wouldn't respond to that either. Okay. And so one of the hardest things we'll ever do is personal reflection. And either we sit there and we pout about it and we don't do anything about it, or we have that pain point where there's growth and we turn it around and we make some huge movements. So I'm going to challenge you. Anything in your life, not even just our Plexus business, but anything that you're very uncomfortable about, and I'm not going to tell you to have the rainbow life. Gosh, no, that's not where I'm at. I'm not coming in here for that. But if there's something that you're just not adding up, I'm telling you, there's greatness around the corner, but the person that's holding you back is yourself. And we've got to turn that around. So
And it felt like the Holy Spirit told me I needed to say that tonight, that there's some personal reflection that needs to happen because y'all got some great things. And I am just honored to be here tonight and that y'all are welcoming me with no makeup and no bra on. That's how you know I found the right tribe. I told Emily earlier, she was like, all right. I said, well, I'm gonna let you know I'm not putting on makeup. She said, oh girl, I'm have greasy hair and a hat. I said, well, I'm just gonna let you know I had a window to shower. And as a new mom, if you've got a window to shower, you take the window. And I said, I'm coming clean and cozy. So I just want to let you thank y'all for letting me come clean and cozy. I'm a new-ish mom. He's 10 months old, so we're very close to our first birthday, but he's super sweet and cute, and you can go follow him on Instagram. He loves to talk on Instagram stories. I could talk about him all day long, but you know, he's a major part of my why. When I started Plexus 8 years ago, I was obviously not a mom. He was not tried for nor thought of. And I was a third grade reading and writing teacher that was exhausted and I just wanted to get skinny. So if you started to get skinny, I started to get skinny. And so that's okay if you started for that reason. You don't have to have this big like life transformation thing to be successful. I just wanted smaller jeans. Like that's where I was at in my life. And then I was like, oh, there's money. Now, if I could get my nails done, that would be really cool. So if you're thinking that bubble or you did, and you're like, wait, there's more, it's okay that you start with something like that because you never know what God's going to use for you to sit down and listen. For me, it was skinny and nails, right? And I listened. And then before you know it, another door opened and another door opened. My husband traveled the oil field here in the state of Texas, and he literally was gone. He was not a part of our life. I would jokingly tell people, I'm married, party of one. Hey, like, you all right? I sat alone at church. I did Christmas alone. I slept in our bed more than not by myself. And I remember after we had bought in our first home, we had been in this home about 6 months. I mean, not a new home anymore. He came home one time when the job was done. Who knows when that was? And he told me, he said, where do we keep the kitchen towels? And that day that he told me that, like, we've lived in this house 6 months. Where do we keep the kitchen towels? Like, have you lost your mind? Like, no. That right there, I'll never forget that conversation because that was the conversation that I was like, we've got to have a change in our life. If my husband doesn't know where the kitchen towels are kept, do you feel, Jill, like, is he going to know your children? Like, is he going to know life? Like, is this a thing? Is this for real, for real? And so quickly later, talk about God, I wanted to get skinny, right? Because I was, eating my feelings that my husband was gone all the time and I was a tired teacher and, things wasn't working out for me. And so Plexus entered my life and I had an accidental business. That accidental business was truly me not even knowing what I was doing for a long time. And so if you feel like you don't know what you're doing, I'm going to tell you there's hope for you. I'm on a coaching group thing with Jim V.F. Scory, who's part of our corporate. And if you watched the community huddle tonight, you saw her cute self. And so we talked about numbers the other day, and I was super honored to be one of the gold trainers at our first gold school that we just had. And I will tell you, if you were not there, you better get your butt there in July. Gold school is a pivotal thing. I'm telling you, this is we're going to look back on, and you're going to go, what changed for your business? And you're going to say gold school. Gold school. I got to gold school not only as myself as a gold, but because I helped develop a gold leader. That's the change in the business. So anyways, we were talking numbers and Jim V.F. said, Jill, tell me how you went gold. I said, well, I don't know if you want me to be a gold trainer. Let me tell you how I went gold. And truly, I went gold with 42 people on my team. And if you do that math, that meant I didn't know what I was doing, girl, because you can go 48, you can go gold with like 18 people on your team. Okay. 42 people on my team. It took me to go gold. That's because I was like, I don't know. I don't even know. This is an accidental business. I have no idea what I'm doing. I wasn't reading resources. I wasn't plugged into team things. I was just signing people up, So I'm going to tell you, if you feel very chicken with the head cut off right now, and you're not really sure, there's hope because there's huge systems in place right now. And with your team, I know there's beautiful systems that just run themselves. And I heard that with just in the first 15 minutes of this call tonight. So I want to tell you, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed or feeling a little bit like, oh, there's hope, sis. I don't care if it's about getting skinny. I don't care if it's about nails. I don't care if you don't feel like you know what you're doing. When God opens a door, it's for a reason. We're often asking for that cake, right? Just, oh, cake. And he's like, girl, here's some egg, here's some sugar, here's some butter, here's a bowl, here's some this. And he's handing us every bit of ingredients out there, but we're like, no, God, I want a cake. And he's like, I gave you a cake. Get to work. Oftentimes we're praying for things like, oh, I wish my husband was just home. Oh, to have him at church more. Oh, this credit card bill is hanging over me. Oh, if I could just lose weight. Oh, if I could just, you're praying for all of these ingredients. God's done given the whole entire thing out. We've just got to take action for it, and whatever that is. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. We have the tools. So quickly, when I figured out, wow, Jill, you're being an idiot, do the work, take some action, read a book, read an article, for heaven's sakes. Like, here we are. Every single one of us know how to get abs, like we do, even if you ain't never had them. Okay. We all know how to get them, even if you never had them, right? Capiche, capiche. We all know how to lose weight, even if you haven't lost weight in a long time. We know that because we just don't do the work, right? We just don't do the action. We all know how to get out of debt. It's up to us to do the work. We all know how to have success here, and we just have to do the work. Let me get a drink of water real quick. So with that, we've got to take those work nuggets, excuse me, and we've got to apply those in, excuse me. By the way, my kid last week had pink eye and a respiratory infection, and then I woke up with a junk a few days ago, because they like lick your eyeball basically, and you're like, oh, I thought I had a strong immune system, and then you have a kid and then they like blow their nose on you, and so that's cool. Anyways, nobody told me that. Nobody told me that your back always hurts either, because you're like toting around a sack of potatoes all day and you're like trying to bend, and there's a lot of things people didn't tell you. Anyways, we'll get back on track. I just know I'm in the right community and I can say those things. The action that we've got to do, gals. So I'm going to tell you, if you are feeling whatever you're feeling, it's okay. It's flat out okay, because here's hope. You can only go up from here. You can only go up from here if you take the action. So quickly, when I took that action, I started to see huge success within my business. Not only did I rank gold, 14 days later, I went senior gold. And I said, no, I'm doing more. A month later, went ruby. No. 2 months later, went senior ruby. No, I'm about to do this. 3 months later, emerald. 6 months later, sapphire. A year later, diamond. I mean, like this, I'm like, once I figured out there's some action here and it starts with me, things happen. And I will tell you, the resources that we have today and the momentum that we have today is like the Jetsons compared to the Flintstones of where I was at. We were in the Stone Ages 8 years ago with, but this is y'all, we had no resources. We didn't have a pamphlet. There was no brochure. They sent me a check in the mailbox. Like I had to walk out to my mailbox to go get my check. Y'all have like, we're getting direct deposited. They're like paying us on Fridays. We're getting these product credits. I'm telling you, my welcome kit, success guide, whatever you want to call it, came like a 1998 workout DVDs program. It was just like, and it was all these DVDs. We have beautiful resources today. Goodness, they're gold. And that is what I want to lead you into with 3 nuggets tonight. If you're taking notes, I'm talking about 3 nuggets tonight. First thing that I want you to do, I want you to treat your business like a flipping business. And you're like, I'm not, that's a whole big another concept. Okay. Here's the deal. You're a business owner. You are. If you are moving towards silver, you got a business, sis. If you're moving towards senior, silver, gold. Oftentimes we look at like a rank. We're like, when I'm ruby, I'll blank. When I'm senior gold, I'll do that. When I'm gold, this is gonna happen. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not it at all. We turn the month of the calendar and you're still the same person with the same baggage. Okay. It's still there. We've got to do the work. And that starts, I would much rather, let me tell you this. I would much rather learn a new system when I've got 5 people under me than learn a new system when you've got 50 people under you, or learn a new system when you've got 500 people under you. And some of you right now going, 500 people. Yeah, right. When's that ever going to happen? Yeah, girl. One day you're going to look up in your virtual office is going to say 7,000 people, 10,000 people. And you're going to go, I remember when I couldn't even get 3. What was that? Oh my God. It's going to happen, but it's going to happen for people who treat their business like a business and take action steps forward. Okay. If we want a successful marriage, what do? Come on now, gals. We're going to have to put out a little bit. All right. We're going to have to do some things. We're going to have to go to church. We're going to have to hug. We're going to have to love. We're going to have to say, okay, babe, we're going to have to cook supper. Like we're going to have to do some things. Right. We got to. If we want to get out of debt, what do we got to do? Put the credit card down, stop shopping, take action. If we want to lose weight, get the app. Come on. We know what we're going to do. So if we want to have a successful business, we don't walk into our business every day. If we were a boutique owner and we sold cute shirts and dangly earrings and purses, what are we going to do today? I don't know. Maybe we'll have a pop-up sale. That sounds good. Those people are not doing that. They're going out with a mindset of already what's going to come. What's the next shipment? What does the next month look like? What does the next quarter look like? What action are we going to take? You should know today, and I'm going to scare some of you because you're going to go, ugh, I didn't know that. But you should know today, on May the 2nd, you should already have an entire full calendar. Some of you are like, what do you mean? I need to turn the page. Yeah, turn the page and we're going to have a full calendar. Your leaders just set you up for that. I heard y'all were having an event. I heard that y'all were having a book club. I heard that y'all were doing all these things. That should be penciled into everywhere. You need to plug in your personal life. We're not going to ignore that. You plug in your baby's birthday party. You need to plug in church. You need to plug in basketball practice. You plug that in first. You plug in personal life first. You hear me? And then you're going to go plug in all of your other things. And when things overlap, like baby's basketball game, plus a great opportunity call with your team, you're going to make some pivots. You're going to find some things like earbuds, and you're going to do some things like, hey, babe, tonight is pick up Subway for dinner because I don't have time to cook between that window. Okay. You're going to make some pivots with that, but you're going to put all these things on your calendar so that when you sit down to work, you know your pockets already. You know, okay, this chunk of the day, I'm at my office job, and then I'm driving carpool, and then we're at basketball, and then we're here. And you say, okay, well, where does my business fit in? And some people are going to say, well, it doesn't fit in. Yes, it does. For people who have a hunger for this business and this opportunity, it will fit in, sister. And I will tell you, sometimes that's 11 p.m. at night. Get over it. Sometimes that's 6 a.m. in the morning. Time to levy up. Sometimes that's on the potty while you're pooping. Yay. That's called being a business owner. You work a 15-minute pocket when you can. Truly. We see people like Emily, Tamara, Jessica, like, oh, well, look at them in the middle of the day getting their nails done. Oh, look at them with their kids. Yeah, but you didn't see chapter 1, honey. You're seeing chapter 20. Chapter 1 was rocking a baby to sleep, throwing them down, saying, love you, running into the office, helping somebody till 1 a.m. get rocking and rolling, waking up at 4:30 in the morning so that they could get their day set up for success before a baby said, mama. That's what they were doing. That's their chapter 1. You didn't see that. You didn't see those things. You see chapter 20, and we're comparing our chapter 1 to their chapter 20. That does not equal up. It's unfair. It's unfair to ourselves to say that. And what's also unfair, it's like looking at your health journey. Somebody's coming in and looking at her 75-pound weight loss, and they're like, well, I want that. Well, that took her 18 months. Don't you think? Chapter 1 to chapter 20. But we don't think about that when it comes to this business. We're thinking, well, if it's not that, then this isn't working. I've only been in this business 8 years. And maybe in Plexus world, that's a long time. But in business ownership, that is not a long time. That is not a long time. My dad's a business owner. He's owned multiple businesses my whole entire life. I've seen up and flow, up and flow. I've seen him go bankrupt twice. I've seen him rebuild. I've seen him buy out. I've seen all the things of what that looks like. And my dad today, who's very successful in what he does, as an almost 70-year-old man, he tells me all the time, if I would have gotten a hold of something like this in my 20s or 30s, wow, the business opportunity. He tells me he's like, babe, I love you, but I'm also jealous. He's like, my 34-year-old daughter is making what I make after 50 years of digging and begging and crying and taking out loans and going bankrupt and above and beyond and selling out and relocating our family, blah, 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 blah. You've done that in less than that amount of time. And he's like, and you're making more than me now. Like, what? We have an amazing business opportunity here. It's not a quick fix, and it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. And those two words don't mean the same. They do not at all. This is a simple business with simple systems that take simple action that's duplicated on over and over and over again. Oftentimes it's the same thing over and over, and we can be very bored about it. And we're like, again, yes, again. That's what you're going to do again. So we're going to treat our business like a business. We're going to have a business plan. That means fill your calendar out. Know what you're doing. So when you busy mama on the go, have 45 minutes of nap time, okay, because I have to tell myself this every day. I am like OCD person. I have to be like, Jill, you know, he's going to give you an hour nap. And I'm like, don't transfer the laundry. Don't transfer the laundry. Get to the office, get to the office, get to the office. Because guess what? I can transfer the laundry when he's awake. I can transfer, he can come in there with me and throw towels around, right? My husband can transfer the laundry. Okay. I can pay somebody to come transfer the laundry. I have a 14-year-old niece who's my neighbor. Do you want to make $25 in your Venmo account like right now? I'm like, get over here. Like, that's exactly what that is. You know, some of you might have older children, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old. They're workers. Golly, I hate laundry because my mom did like child labor laws with laundry. It's like I have trauma, but that's why they're there, right? I don't know. So there are things we have to prioritize. We have to do it every day. Nope. I can totally make this happen in 40 minutes. And that's how I move the needle in my business. You're going to take action, number one, and look at that. Okay. Action in your business, treat it like a business, plan the business, move the needle in your business. I want your finger to be at the pulse of your business every day. You need to know you're going to log in your virtual office and you're going to go, even if you have nobody, like this is what's exciting. You have no VIPs, you ain't got no points, you ain't got nothing, you just you. That's exciting. You log into that virtual office and you say, today is me and we can only go up from here. Okay, this is exciting. Today's me. You got one person, you log in and you say, woo, one person. Ooh, okay, Tracy Smith. All right, Tracy Smith. I'm gonna go live on Tracy Smith. Let's go find Tracy Smith's Facebook. Okay, she cute. Hey girl, what you doing? And then you're gonna voice message Tracy Smith. Tracy Smith, girl, did you drink your pink drink today? Send me a pic. What are you doing? Tell me about that active girl. Oh, start love on her, love on her. Fine, girl, Tracy Smith. We have a Yplexus Why Now call and our team, her story is on it. Girl, come with me, Tracy Smith, because those systems that you're learning right now with one person, you go ahead and get so good at them. So when there are 15, 50, 500, 5,000, it's just like mainstreamed and it's popping like popcorn and your people know what to do because you've set them up for success. They don't know any better. That's what you do, finger at the pulse of your business. And if you are growing your team actively, I heard Emily shout out some people, added 6, added that. You log in and you look at your points and you clock them down. Ooh, I got 6 points today. 3 days from now, ooh, that says 18, girl, 18. Ooh, we're gonna double. And you write down on the day, because I'm gonna tell you this, I'm about to pull out some things. This wasn't even a part of my presentation, but I'm about to pull it out because we're supposed to be talking about this. Let me get this out. I have every desk calendar. I don't throw them away. Call me a hoarder. I have every desk calendar. I don't rip them off and throw them away. I rip them off and I put them in this drawer and I keep 6 months at a glance in my fingertips of my entire business. And the other 6 months are in the closet. I cycle them back. So I can go back and I can say, oh, no, girls. No. We're 100 points up from today on the second from the last second of the month. No, girls. No. We've done added. No, we're doing great things. Or I can pinpoint and say, whoa, where we at? What we doing? My finger needs to be at the pulse of my business. And I'm even over here, I'm writing down people's goals, where they rent. Did we check it? Did we go? So I can say, girl, you know what you did in April? You did this. I can go back and look at that. And some of you might have these handy dandy Excel spreadsheets and you go, chick. But you know what I'm doing? I'm ripping off paper with a pencil. And that is what works for me. That is what works for me. So I don't want you to feel bogged down that things don't look like this and things don't look like that. And my brain functions like this. And she's whipping out this spreadsheet every day. Great. I'm going to tell you this as a Diamond Ambassador, spreadsheets freak me out. Okay, like Excel, I'm like heart palpitating. I'm like, that's Chinese. Whatever y'all are doing, that doesn't work. So I'm going to tell you, if that works for you, yay. But here's what's really cool. You're going to start making money and you can pay someone to do that for you. I pay for someone to run my Excel spreadsheets every single week. Okay, it's fan-flippin-tastic. That's what you're going to do. I can also pay for somebody to scrub my toilets because I don't have time to do that anymore. I don't want to make time to do that. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to make time to do that anymore. She's actually coming tomorrow. Praise God. Love Alba. Yeah, you come on, girl. Everything that you need to do. And at that point in time, if you don't have the finances to do those things, you rearrange your calendar and you communicate that, or excuse me, time, your boundaries, and you communicate that with the people in your home. So when I started Plexus, I wasn't a juggling mom things back and forth, kids and carpool. That wasn't me. I was a married wife with a traveling husband and I was often alone. Okay. So when my husband was available and he was home, I had to tell him, babe, just because you walked in the door, I didn't know you were walking in the door. I've got to call. Like, I've got to go learn that. And he'd be like, Yeah, I got it. I mean, I can just be like, my husband's home, I can't make it. Oh, I gotta go, I can't make it. Right. But then that's not treating this like a business. And he knew my ultimate why. I had to communicate that to him. I said, I'm doing this and you watch me make 6 figures a year, because when I make 6 figures a year, you're not leaving. He knew that. And I said, so I need some time. Give me some time. Give me 5 years is what I told him. Give me 5 years. And most people would not even stay consistent with something for 5 years. I said, give me 5 years to make 6 figures a year. Mark my words. I did it in 16 months, but Mark, you communicate that with your shareholders, your people in your home, of who you're doing life with. Maybe that is your kids, 12, 14, 16. And so you say, hey, when mama's in there, baby, and I've got the door shut, that man out there is called dad. He works. He's cool. Yeah. Ask him for a snack. Okay. Like, all right. Hey girls, mom. Okay. So I'm getting squirreled, but I gotta tell you all this. I live in a town. We live on a family compound. Okay. My sister's my neighbor. We've got the girls. We've got my brother-in-law. Like, we're doing all the things. You never know when family's always here. My dad's here, my mom, everything. So I have to communicate to them, like on Saturday. Guess what kind of sucks? End of the month on a Saturday. That kind of sucks, right? In the month on a Saturday. But I had to communicate that to them. My whole family was out swimming. We have a pool and it was great. And they're all there. And I had to tell them, hey, the second I put the baby to bed, because guess what? He goes to bed at 7 o'clock on the dot, because I need boundaries. I got to work my business. The second the baby goes to bed, I've got to get into the office. So y'all have all the fun out here. Yay, cheers, swim, splash. Don't take it offensive. If you take it offensive, sorry about your luck, but this is what pays the bills. I've got to go in the office because my team's crushing goals, and so am I. I set a boundary with them. I wasn't outside trying to be in the swimming pool doing this. Hold on, because that's rude, right? So I told them, I'm going to remove myself from this. Y'all are more than welcome to swim and be here, but I got to go crush some goals, because this is my job. This is my business. I got people counting on me, and I'm going and I'm doing. So communicate that with your family. That's not every day. That's not every night. Okay. But you communicate big days, big nights, big things for that. Second thing I want you to step out on is your social media. This is always a big one for people. Either you're rocking on social media and you could give a rat's behind who said what about you, and you're like, woohoo, I'm gonna put it out there, I'm gonna share all the things. Or you're someone who you're like, not so much, right? You're like, even to share my salad, somebody's going to judge me and think that I'm trying to lose weight. And you're like super upset about it, and you don't even know. And then you're fearful that the kid that you had Bible study with in 3rd grade is going to think that you're trying to be too skinny. And before you know it, then trauma is going to rise, and then you're going to have a panic attack, and then you're just not going to do it. Here's the deal. Social media stories, your actual stories, I'm not talking about your posting, your stories, that live video feed is so cool. People want to see what you're doing. They want to see you pop into the grocery store. They want to see your kid climbing on you. They want to see you with no makeup on. They want to see you when you do got makeup on. They want to see you going from a grunge bucket outfit to like tap here, and you're like date ready with your push-up bra on. You're like, what's up? We're going out. Like, they want to see that. They want to see that you made supper. They want to see that you did not make supper, and you're like, follow me for more meal prep. Here we are with our string cheese and grapes. Hey, like, they want to see that. Like, it's funny. People want to see, like, where's the laundry fairy? You got 47 loads of laundry. Anybody can find her? When you find her, tell her to come to my house. Or people want to see, like, tackled all the laundry today. Whoop, cheers. Thanks for active getting me through the day. Like, there are ways to mesh your products with your lifestyle to where you're not only sharing plexus in your stories, but you are sharing plexus in your stories with your personal life. So I challenge you to do that. Have ongoing stories. It can be your simple coffee, right? That's huge. It can be the book that you're reading. It can be your cute dog. Your kids are the greatest thing to share if you have them. And I will tell you what, I did not have kids for a long time. I did not have a baby till 10 months ago. I was not in the mom club. I wasn't invited to the table. Okay. It wasn't there yet. So a lot of times you hear all these moms doing all this stuff and you're like, I don't fit into there. So maybe you don't have kids and you're saying, I don't fit into that. Girl, you fit into your own table. There's a lot of things for you to share and to do. I like them two girls down there, them high fivers. That's what's up. That's what they're doing. I will tell you what, the devil tried to tell me all the time, like, nope, you can't. You're not invited to the birthday party. You're not at the soccer game. Nope, they can't relate to you. Only moms want that, blah, 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 blah. And I'd be like, no, shut him down. You've got a table. You've got a table. So share anything that you possibly can. Plug into your social media stories in a way that you've never done. And then the third thing I want you to really plug into and do it is events. Just like Emily and everyone was sharing with y'all earlier, get into events. Events work. My team cycles events like freaking popcorn. It's like, we actually have one starting in 2 minutes. Don't worry, someone else is hosting it tonight, but we have events all the time. We have messenger events. We have a book club. We've got, we call it Monday night meetup. They were doing that at 8 o'clock tonight. Somebody else was doing tonight. We have all of these things. We have a leadership table that I invite people into. We have a lot of different areas. And then my number one event that I'm cycling people into is anything corporate led. Monday motivation, welcome to Plexus, silver success calls are gold. Anything that Genevieve Scory is a part of, you need to be watching and learning. She is fantastic in this company. The Why Plexus, Why Now calls. Oftentimes we're like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing until like someone on my team was doing it. No, even log on when it's not someone on your team. These are gold resources because here's what happens. We've got to find a simple system. Heaven forbid something goes on in your life. You have a rough week, a rough month, grandpa, a dog passes away. Heaven forbid something happens, but life happens to us. And if we're the only resource that people have, that sucks. Then that means they're not working if we're not working, that they don't know what to do without us. But these beautiful systems and events that Emily and your whole entire upline have, plugging people into these, knowing if something does happen to you, like your life curveball, heaven forbid you get sick, you get the flu, you're throwing up, you got diarrhea, I don't know, and you can't make it today, it's okay. They're plugged in. They're going to hear some great success. They're going to hear some great stories. It's not just on you in the inbox. So cycle systems, they're beautiful. Systems will change our life with anything, right? A laundry system will change your life, but business systems will absolutely change your life. So treating your business like a business, taking action, plugging into your social media stories with your Plexus and with your normal life, and then plugging into every event that you can. So this is a cycle that you're doing weekly. You sit down and you feel like a business owner. Check, did that, boom, look at that day. Invited somebody there, followed up with them there, got them into that event. Ooh, I learned that. And I will tell you, we can have too much content. Right? We are in a world of a lot of content. We're following all these people on social media and Instagram, and she says macro and eat this and do that, and she says don't and do fast and blah, blah. Sometimes too much content is not good because then it holds us from action. So sometimes you can go, okay, well, I was on this call, this call, this call, this call, this call, this call, but what are you doing with the action with that learning? That's what I really want you to hone in on. So after you get off tonight's call, you have homework. Go reflect, go personal reflect after everything that your team said, not just me, but what your leaders said before me, what they're going to say after me. What action are you taking for tomorrow? And what is that going to do for this week? What is that going to do for this month? You should already know on May the 2nd, what's going to be happening for you come May the 15th, 18th, 26th, 27th. You should. And we pivot depending on what's going on and we make some changes, but we should have a roundabout outline, a skeleton is what I like to call it, for what we're doing. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this, I ain't got it all together. I am one hot mess express. If you saw the way my underwear drawer and sock drawer looked, you'd be like, if she can do this, I can do this. Okay, so I am telling you, things have a place in my home. Things look like they function really well. Don't open a drawer. Don't open a drawer. Okay, that is okay. I didn't know what I was doing to go gold. That's okay. I've lost ranks before in this company and I've rebuilt. And I've lost them again and I've rebuilt. But I will tell you what, I took a picture yesterday, our church service. It was our 35th anniversary for our church. And goodness, it was just such a good message, but I had to take a picture of this slide. And it said, you must go deeper before you can go higher. You must go deeper before you can go higher. We've got to plant those roots. We've got to dig deep. We've got to do uncomfortable things. We've got to learn new things. We've got to try new things. We've got to step out before we can ever just go higher. You're not, and if I say this to you and burst your bubble, sorry, you're not just going to launch to diamond and never lose someone, lose a VIP, someone turn a subscription off, go up and down a little bit in points, move over here. It doesn't happen. I've never met one person in the Hawaii pool or on stage with the diamonds who says, nope, I just posted and it was great from here. No, that does not work out. Okay. But it's that digging deep. And digging those roots, that's where that goodness happens. You must go deeper before you go higher. And then the next slide, that, because they were talking about the growth in the church, but I just loved it. It says, it is a daily choice to stay planted. And that's really powerful. It's a daily choice to stay planted in your marriage, right? It's a daily choice to stay planted in your food choices, your product choices. It's a daily choice to stay planted within your church, your faith. It's a daily choice to stay planted within your children. Yeah, you got to choose that daily. It's a daily choice for making your bed. It's a daily choice for putting the dishes away. Everything is a daily choice. Everything. So you've got to make a daily choice to decide, I'm going to work my business, because if I work my business and I take action, I'm only going to dig deeper. And if I dig deeper, I'm only going to rise higher. And if I rise higher, that means I'm helping other people rise higher. And that's where we win as this community. Just like Emily was saying, you will never meet another community like there is in Plexus. Rowing in the boat together with like-minded people, having people in your corner that you really have never even touched in real life, in real person. Like, you can't put a description, a number, a feeling to that. And this is a place of safety and of community, and it's home, and it truly is. And I hope that you stay so planted, that you go so rooted, that I see you rise higher, and that you're right there in the pools of Hawaii with us. And you're on the stage of Diamond, and you tell me, like, Jill, I did go up and down, and I like totally fell. And then I like got back up, and then I like skinned my knees and I lost a tooth, but like I got back up. That's what I hope that you tell me. So I'm super honored that I got to be here tonight, guys.
I mean, I'm getting messages left and right, Jill, that you are speaking to the souls of so many people. And I mean, the thing that she's saying here, you guys, this is not rocket science, right? She's saying, be reflective, be humble, be reflective, and learn and get into action. But the hard thing, and this is what I wrote in the chat, we have distractions that feel better, like going and switching over the laundry. That is an immediate gratification. And so often we choose for those vacuum lines or clean laundry when we have the time to do our business, because this is uncomfortable. This is stretching us, but we choose to go do those things because that's an excuse. And so until we get to the place where we, like she said, treats this like a business, we are self-reflective, we are reaching out, seeing what's working with other people, trying, failing forward, being emotionally stable, we're not going to grow. It is something that is simple, but it is hard. But you see hundreds and thousands of people that are able to do this. And it doesn't matter if they're introverted, extroverted, male, female, heavy set, skinny, like it doesn't matter. The common denominator is that they believe in what they're doing. They have a passion to help other people. They have goals and dreams for themselves, and they're getting into action. And again, that emotional maturity, knowing that they're going to have failures, knowing that they're going to have people that quit, knowing that they're not going to reach a goal, but they're going to keep going. Amen. Jill, thank you so much.
One nugget I'd like to share. Just, I feel like God's like, share it. So when I hear those obedience, I'd go for it. One thing that the Lord really, really taught me, and probably about the last 5.5 years of my life, I went through a very difficult infertility journey. We lost 3 babies. We went through 3 rounds of IVF, very, very dark times, very dark times. One of the things that he like screamed at me one day, and I used to not to be able to say this without tears, but I can say it today. He told me one day, he said, Jill, moms do hard things. And for some of y'all, that is before your children are ever on this side of heaven. And that right there, I held on to it so very big, because it showed me, it taught me such a joy in a valley, and that in a battle, there is beauty. And during these very uncomfortable and painful times, we want to just remove ourselves from a situation and say, no, not for me. No, thank you. And we completely stop growth. And there were times where I felt like, babe, we can't do this again. I can't lose another child. I can't do this again. And every time I went through that, I said, Moms do hard things. And for some of us, that's before your baby's ever on this side of heaven. So I will tell you, business owners do hard things. And that's often before you will ever see massive income come in, debt-free life, financial freedom, fill in the blank for whatever that is for you. But where we're firmly planted, we see fruit. And I knew that if I stayed firmly planted for the calling that God had on my life and the desire in my heart to be a mom, the desire in my heart to be a business owner, the desire in my heart to blank, fill that in for your life. I know that I was going to see growth. I was going to see fruition. I was going to see miracles come into play if I stayed firmly planted for what I felt faithful in. And oftentimes we don't. We play chicken with God. We go, coming. Nope, just kidding. Just kidding. You just stay head on and you take those battles. You take those no's. You take those, whatever that is, someone saying they don't like it or someone judging you or left and right. And you just say no, because I know where I'm going. If I'm firmly planted, I know I'll see the fruit.
You're about to give John Maxwell a run for his money with your one-liners. I mean, come on. Who are you, Jill Renfro?
You know, just a hot mess over here.
Thank you so much, Jill. I would like to send you a sweet little thank you gift. So if you will send me your mailing address, that would be much appreciated. Thank you so much for being on. You are amazing. Have fun on your event tonight. Thank you, Jill. If you guys are going to stay on for accountability group and book study, which hopefully every single one of you will after that amazing call. But if you are not, no guilt, no pressure. Go ahead and step out right now. But we're going to take just a second to go over accountability group and book study. That was really good, wasn't it? Melanie, I want to come over to out of the computer and just hug you, sweet friend. Oh, love you. Okay, let's transition to accountability group. Everybody get a pen and paper if you don't already have one. We are starting officially our very first start of accountability group. Will start this next Monday, which is May 9th. We will go until August 8th. We will take off on Memorial Day, which is May 30th. And we will take off on 4th of July, which is a Monday, okay? There are going to be, because it's summer, there are going to be maybe calls that some of us are not going to be able to be on. Give ourselves grace. But if you are able to be on these calls, please make these a priority. Now, if you guys are new and you're like, I have no idea what accountability group is, here's the quick 411 on it. We do accountability group as a way to, as I said, give all of us a checklist, a daily checklist of what we need to do to, like Jill said, move the needle forward in our business. We omit fluff by having this checklist because this is a really great guideline on doing the things that are going to help your business move forward. Now, there are a lot of people that have been doing the things for a year straight and they may not have seen growth yet. Do not give up. Trust the process. Trust that consistency compounds. And that's what this is all about. Us giving a checklist of things that we need to do as business owners. And then we have this accountability of, I'm meeting with this group, I'm meeting with this team every Monday night, and I'm sharing the things that we've done. I'm sharing the things that have worked for me this week. I'm sharing my reach outs. I'm sharing the things that the wins, maybe my goals, maybe some struggles, then we can have some solutions. So that just provides that accountability for you to do the things because like we talked about, it's easy to avoid because they are stretching. So we do this for 3 months. We have a checklist in a private Facebook group. I will, how do we want to coordinate? I will do a post in Rising Jewels with the link to that page. And if you are committing to being a part of this with us for 3 months, please go ahead and add yourself to it. I am actually going to just delete everybody out of it just to make it easy because that'll be easier. So I'll delete everybody out of the current page and then you guys go to that link that I post in Rising Jewels and you add yourself to it if you are committing to doing this for 3 months with us. So we will post each week. In a post, you just put in the comments your work that you've done, your spreadsheet that you've done for those 5 days, the checklist. It'll make sense once we get started, once we get going. And then we meet up every Monday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. Central. We meet for 30 minutes. We meet all together as a big group like this on Zoom, and then we break off after about 5 or 10 minutes based off of the different jewel legs. So Kara will take her team into a breakout session. Hannah's team will break out into their own little session, and then everybody else will be with me. And that just helps us to be a little bit smaller, so it's less intimidating. And like Liz was saying about accountability, it's just a really great way for us. Wait, I just had a brain fart. Oh my gosh, Liz, I don't even remember what you said. What was I just saying? It's jet lag. I'm so sorry. I have no idea what I was just saying. Liz, you said something that was really good. I don't remember. Anyways, it's just a really great way for us to get connected in a smaller group setting. Oh, I remember it was something about, I don't know. It was really good, whatever you said. Anyways, that's what we do for accountability group, okay? And then we just do that for 30 minutes. And then immediately after that, we transition. For those of you that want to participate in this, I would strongly recommend it. We're going to transition into a book study. All of us, all together as a team, will be going over Atomic Habits. I have not read it yet, but I've heard that it is amazing. Now, here's a little blunder. Is that the right word? Blunder. This is a mistake on my end. I thought that my husband had the hard copy. And so today I was like, hey, babe, can I get that book? And he's like, oh, I just had it on Audible. So I haven't actually been able to look at the actual chapters. My book is coming now from Amazon in 2 days. So what I'm saying here is that I'm going to have to take a better look to figure out like what that flow is going to look like. But go ahead and order Atomic Habits or put it on Audible and go ahead and have the first chapter read by this next week. Okay. Oh, good job, Kimberly. I'm so glad you got your book ordered. I did put in Rising Jewels, the book, and I put in a link on Amazon because it's actually on sale right now for less than $12. So I put that in Rising Jewels today. So go take a look at that if you have not yet purchased that book. So the homework for this week is 1, make sure that you are added to the Rising Jewels accountability group. I'm making a note of this myself. I will put that post in tomorrow morning because tonight I'm putting in the post about our Wednesday night call. I'll put that in tomorrow morning. So homework assignment 1, get added to that accountability group. And once you're in there, go ahead and take a look at the different checklists and choose what you want. Basically, all that you're doing is you are sending out reach out messages. You are following up with people. You are doing some sort of training. Oh, thank you, Kylie. You're doing some sort of training and you're taking care of your people. Once you're in there, you'll have a better idea. And there's so many people that have done accountability. So if this is not making sense, reach out to me or reach out to your upline and we can help walk you through it with your questions. That's homework assignment number 1. Homework assignment number 2 is to read chapter 1 of Atomic Habits. I shared in that post that the silvers will be led by Carrie Compton and Lacey Wilcox. Dream team right there. And that is anybody who's brand new wanting to start their business all the way to like 99 points, like shy of gold, okay? The gold group will be anybody that has hit gold. They don't have to be holding gold points, but just gold to 249 points is going to be led by Kara Carrington and Liz Wilcox. Liz Wilcox, where'd that go? Well, I don't know. Liz Schmidt. And then the last one will be the senior gold and above. So again, if you've ever been senior gold, then you will join us. And that's going to be led, senior gold or higher. That's going to be led by Hannah Richardson and myself. I think this is going to be really fruitful. And I think that there's going to be so much depth and so much wisdom that comes from this book. I'm super passionate about these book studies, and I cannot wait for all of us to come together and learn and grow as a team. I have no idea what you guys are saying. What's going on here? I don't even know. I can't even. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? I'm sorry we've been talking so much. Does anybody have any questions? Do you feel like you're kind of like crazy? You have no idea what's happening? Remember, I'm jet lagged, so I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Does anybody have any questions?
I have one. So if you want to be in an accountability group, then you're automatically in the book study?
No, great, oh my gosh, I cannot speak. Great question. No, you don't have to do that. We'd love for you to, because that can be a part of that accountability, because in the accountability, we want you to be doing training. And so that goes right alongside. It's the same night. It's immediately right after accountability. Accountability group's only 30 minutes on Mondays. And this is immediately after. You do not have to be. We'd love for you to, but you don't have to be. Great question. Anybody else? Haley, is there a calendar that says those specific? I probably missed something in the chat. So what do you mean exactly by that? A calendar? Are you talking about, you can message me if you want to later.
The schedule itself, of just the book, the accountability group and what the book is and the Monday night schedule, it was posted on Rising Jewels. It's the May calendar.
Is that what
Is
you're
that
talking
what
about?
you're talking about?
The May calendar? Just message me if that's not what you're talking about, Haley, and I can help you. Anybody else have any other questions? No, you don't need the workbook. You can if you want it, but you don't need it. Any other questions? These are all really good questions, you guys.
I have a question.
Yeah. Hi, Tori.
You said, hi, you said senior gold and above was with you and Hannah, but Kylie just typed in the chat that it's senior ruby and above. I just was clarifying.
No, it's senior gold and above.
Okay.
She's
Thank
jet
you.
lagged too, baby lagged.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Just
my
checking.
bad.
Thank you.
I was too excited about the Liz Schmidt or the Liz Wilcox comment.
And the book study, that's what I was saying, is it's 19 chapters, but I need to take a look. They could be like 2 pages long. I don't know. So I'm getting my book in on May 4th, and that will help me to figure out the breakdown. So we will communicate that in Rising Jewels as well. And so it'll be 30 minutes on Monday night for accountability group. And then immediately after that, no, I cannot say hello in Portuguese. And immediately after that is another 30-minute book study. So it's a total of just 1 hour on Monday night. Liz, you're ridiculous. Anybody else have any questions? Oh my gosh, you guys, leave me alone. I can say obrigada. Obrigada. Bom dia. See? Anybody else want to challenge me? Okay, anything else? Yes, Atomic Habits by James Clear. Stop asking me these questions, you guys. Okay, I love you all. Goodbye. Thanks, guys. If you have questions, send them to me or somebody else who knows what they're talking about right now, because I don't. Okay, bye.